Hi students, it's nice to see you again too. In this lesson, we are going to be looking at the topic news. The aim of the lesson, to develop language, communicative and cultural competences, critical thinking and creativity, to enlarge vocabulary related to the topic news, to improve speaking and writing skills. Objectives of the lesson, to identify the definitions of the term news, to define the role and the importance of news, to determine types of news, to study the sources of news. What is news? Can you give me the definition of the term news? News is information about recent events or developments that are important, interesting, or useful to people. Its main aim is to inform the public about what is happening in the world, the country, or local community. Now we will take a closer look at the role and importance of news. The first one, role of news, informer. News provides people with facts about current events and issues. Educator, it helps people understand complex topics, politics, economy, science, etc. Watchdog, news monitors the actions of governments, companies, and public figures. Connector, it links people with society and the world by sharing common information. The second one, importance of news, awareness, keeps citizens aware of what is happening locally and globally. Decision making, helps people make informed choices in daily life, political, financial, personal. Public opinion, shapes how people think about issues and events. Democracy, strengthens freedom of speech and holds leaders accountable. Social cohesion, creates a shared understanding of society's problems and achievements. There we will consider some types of news. The first one, political news. Description, covers government, elections, laws, and policies. The second, economic business news. Description, focuses on economy, trade, markets, and jobs. The third one, social news. Description, relates to people's daily lives, society, and communities. The fourth one, cultural and environmental news. Description, about art, music, movies, celebrities. The fifth, sports news. Reports on games, competitions, and athletes. The sixth, science and technology news. New discoveries, inventions, and digital trends. Local news, events and issues in specific area or community. Examples, local accidents, city projects. Eighth, international news, global events affecting many countries. So there are several sources of news. Traditional media. Newspapers printed daily, weekly, give detailed written reports. Radio, quick news updates accessible anywhere. Television combines visuals and sound, reaches a wide audience. Digital media, online news websites provide instant updates. News apps, personalized and convenient. Email newsletters, daily or weekly news summaries. Social media, platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, very fast but sometimes unreliable, allows citizen journalism, ordinary people reporting events. Other sources, it's the fourth one, magazines, in-depth analysis and features, podcasts, discussions and expert opinions, word of mouth, news shared directly between people. Now let's turn to today's grammar topic, past simple. So it is one of the main tense in English grammar, past simple. When and how we use past simple. Past simple is used when we speak about the action which happened in the past, in a particular time. For example, he was born in 1994. They invented this thing in 1997. She sold her car 2 days ago. Yeah, but in some cases, when we speak about the action or actions which happened in the past, but when we don't mention about time, we use, as we have said in our previous lesson, present perfect. Yeah, as in the case, look, our neighbors have bought a new car. It is already done. They have already bought a new car. But the main attention here is paid to the result of the action, not to the time. And here also we use past simple when we speak about two actions which happened in a sequence, yeah, one after another. For example, she opened the door and saw her teacher. Yeah. The next one, past continuous. Past continuous is the one of the times which helps us to speak about the actions which happened in the past, and it helps us to speak about the actions which was happening in the past at a particular time. For example, at 9 o'clock yesterday, I was watching a movie about Titanic, or when we speak about actions that was happening when another action happened. Yeah, when she opened the door, John was painting. Yeah, so as you have noticed, we form past simple by using the first one, subject, then verb 2. It can be verb plus ed if it's a regular verb, verb in a second form if it's irregular verb, yeah, and it's in a positive sentence. In negative sentence we use didn't, yeah, and in question we use did, yeah. Did I read this magazine? Did she write this letter? Yeah, and with past continuous, yeah, we use subject, we use was, were, and the verb plus ing. Like, she was dancing at 9 o'clock yesterday. He was cleaning his room when he heard the noise, the bark of the sound, the bark of the dog. Yeah. So here are some inspiring and meaningful quotations about news. News is what somebody somewhere wants to suppress. All the rest in advertising. Yeah, it's Lord Northcliffe. The second one, the man who reads nothing at all is better educated than the man who reads nothing but newspapers. It's the quotation which was said by Thomas Jefferson. The third one, a newspaper is not only a collective propagandist and a collective agitator, but also a collective organizer. It's the quotation which was said by Vladimir Lenin. The fourth one, journalism is printing what someone else doesn't want printed. Everything else is public relations. It was said by George Orwell. In the seeking truth, you have to get both sides of a story. Yeah. The sixth quotation, the news is always bad news, and it's worse when it is late. The seventh quotation, people everywhere confuse what they read in newspaper with news. And eighth one, bad news travels at lightning speed, good news takes the scenic road. And ninth, today's news is tomorrow's history. So, now students, answer the questions about the topic news relying on knowledge you obtained today. What's the definition of the term news? Why is news important in society, and what role does it play? The third one, what are the main types of news? The fourth one, what are the main sources of news in today's world? The fifth one, how is the past simple tense used in storytelling or news reporting? The sixth one, how is the past continuous tense used to describe background actions in narratives? On this slide, you can see writing task about news. Choose one of the topics below and write 200-word essay. First, write about why news is important in our life. Second, describe your favorite types of news. Third, how do you usually get news every day? The fourth, write about the role of news in society. Here's a case study task on the topic news. So, case study task. Anna and the news background. Anna is 15-year-old. Every morning she likes to read the news. On Tuesday, Anna opens a new website on her phone. She reads an article about a big football match. The article also talks about a new park opening in her city. Anna is excited because she loves football and enjoys going to the park with her friends. Later, Anna tells her brother, "Did you hear about the new park? We can go there this weekend." Her brother replies, "Yes, and I also want to watch the football match on TV." So task: what does Anna do every morning? What news does Anna read on Tuesday? What is Anna excited about the news? What does Anna tell her brother? How does her brother respond? It's time to conclude today's lesson. The definition of the term news were identified. The role and importance of news were defined. The types of news were determined. The source of news were studied. Narrative tenses, past simple and past continuous, were explained. That's the end of today's lesson. You are expected to do your best. Goodbye.